Welcome to Senior Care Corner. I'm Barry. I'm here to share another family caregiver video tip. Regular visitors to seniorcarecorner.com and to our Facebook page know that we talk a lot about getting our senior loved ones connected with technology and social networking sites. And pleased to say, a lot of them are doing that. Like us, quite a few are using their mobile devices, their tablets and their smartphones to stay connected and take their connections with them wherever they go. Of course, they're also taking all the data that's on their devices wherever they go, and that brings a lot of risk with it. Seniors living in nursing homes and assisted living facilities, anybody working in an office or going shopping has the potential to put the device down and leave it behind. And that means somebody else can come up behind us and, whether innocently or not so innocently, take our device with them and all the data that's on it. Well, what kind of sensitive information is there? Well, how about the login to your bank or your social networking sites? Somebody who can get into those can steal your money or steal your identity. How many of us do email on our mobile devices? Well, that means somebody who has a device has access to our email, not just to read what's there, but to send email to others and receive email as us. With so many websites using email addresses to reset passwords today, that means somebody with our device might be able to reset the password to all those sites and be able to do business or interact with others as us. That's kind of scary. Not only that, but a number of companies today are using our phone numbers in their customer records to keep track of who we are, so that when we call them, their caller ID says it's us, and they go to that record so they can be a little more personal in dealing with us. But that also means anybody who's using our phones to call will be able to talk as us and maybe even do business with us. All of that means we've got to be secure about the way we use our devices. We've got to actually put some security on there, and there's some built in. Well, today we're going to demonstrate the security on iOS devices, those devices from Apple, iPads, iPhones. Well, why iOS devices? Well, that's what I know. Yes, there are also ways of being secure on Android devices, but maybe once you see here, if you have an Android device, you'll go back and use this to find out what the security settings are on your own devices. But let's go ahead and jump right into the demonstration. We're going to use the iPad for our demonstration. The process is the same with the iPhone, but we'll take advantage of the fact that the iPad screen's a little bit bigger and hopefully easier for you to see. What we've got here is the home screen with some of my apps. Your home screen's going to look different depending upon the apps you have, but we're all going to start out here in Settings, go into General, and about halfway down on the right, touch on Passcode Lock, and first thing we do is turn passcode on, and it asks us to enter 4 digits. And then it asks us to enter them again to make sure we push the buttons we thought we did. Now I entered 0000. Please don't use that, or 1234, or any number that's obvious about you that somebody could figure out easily, because it makes your device a whole lot less secure. Once we've got that set here, you go down and you look at Require Passcodes, and you can go in there and set the interval between the need to enter the passcode. Do you want it short so that if you put it down, the passcode will come up quickly and be more secure? Or do you want to leave a longer interval in there so you don't have to enter it as often? The choice is yours. Now, Apple also gives us the ability to stay with the simple passcode or enter something more complex. Now, the first thing you'll see here is that anytime you've got a passcode set and want to change anything about it, you've got to enter your current passcode. I think that's a great feature, because that way somebody can't come behind, and if it hasn't been time to enter the new passcode yet, go in and change it, really eliminating all your security. Now, what you have here is the ability to enter any passcode you want to. You can enter something more complex, something easier to forget maybe, but it's up to you. Again, a trade-off between security and complexity. I would suggest that if you, like me, sometimes forget things, that you write down your passcode somewhere safe, and maybe even tell 1 or 2 people you trust and can reach in a hurry so that you can get into your device should you maybe forget the passcode. Now we're going to cancel out of the change passcode here, and so we're back to the simple one. Last thing I want to point out on this screen is the erase data. I think that's another great feature that allows you, if you turn it on, to set it so that all the data on your device will erase if somebody goes in and enters the wrong passcode 10 times. Now it'll do that even if it's you who enters it 10 times, but as long as you don't forget it, that's a great level of security. I mean, there are 10,000 options with a 4-digit passcode, and unless you set something easy for somebody to get to, they're going to use all those 10 and erase the data before they can get to it. One more thing I want to point out here before we end is another feature. If you leave your device behind, if you put it in a sock drawer or anywhere, simply leave it in the sofa cushions, called Find iPhone, which also works whether it's an iPhone or an iPad. You go to another Apple device, turn on the app in that device, and what it gives you the ability to do is find all your devices. And here we're going to go ahead and use it on my iPhone because I really don't want to enter my settings here for all the world to see. And what you can do is set it so it plays a sound here. That should be loud enough for you to find your device wherever it is. We'll go ahead and turn that off, but it also has settings to put it in a lost mode so that you can track it wherever it is on the map, find out where you left it, or find where somebody who's stolen it has taken it. Or you can also use it and press the button to erase all the data that's there. Again, as long as you have another Apple device or know somebody with one, you can use this to find what you've got. So really, there are security settings there, and we hope you use them. Well, I hope you found that demonstration to be helpful, and you'll take what you've seen back to senior loved ones and help them set up security on their devices, and maybe even set it up on your own. After all, we want everybody to stay connected, but we want everybody to stay connected safely and securely. We hope you'll stop back by and check out our other family caregiver video tips and everything else we have to offer at seniorcarecorner.com. We hope to see you soon.